not talking about any of our any of the current. I'm talking about like what stuff that caused this war or continued it, like for me, and the king, for example, who felt guilty, the king, when there was the war, and he felt guilty and he went away to punish his own people. To me, that's not taking responsibility. It was more like running away. So I'm not mentioning, I'm not pointing at any fingers here. I just mean like in general, this whole story and our world. If adults were more willing to take responsibility instead of continually pointing fingers and blame placing and arguing, yeah, the world would be a much better place.
進撃の巨人、そんなところでやられたのか、ピークちゃん。やったぞ、車力の巨人を仕留めた。ようやく追いついたと思ったんだが、誰が仕留めた？お前らがやったんだ。
一発限りの騙し討ちですよ。
Cockroach. Meaning he's not easy to kill.
殺しましたか。
射角が取れない。移動だ。獣として接触させるな。やはりか、エレン。もう止まってくれ。この世で一番それを思っちゃいけないのはエレン、お前だ。
All he needs to do is freaking scream. Okay, so Mike, to my editor, I know that you're cutting out the ending song for copyright reasons, but please keep this part. I was just thinking while reading the lyrics, the ending is from Aaron's perspective, like the words, everything sounds like Aaron's words, but not obviously music and singing, but so it makes me think of how Armin is defending him. I thought of a bunch of things at once, like but it starts with, you know, Armin defending him and people pointing out like the judgment could be Armin's judgment on Aaron, thinking that okay, he won't do that, and it makes me think of that made me think of Aaron's words to Reiner while they were there in the basement or whatever, and he was talking to him and he was basically like, you know, saying we're the same, in the sense that in the same way Reiner had no choice, he feels he has no choice. And even if it's a mistake to do so, even though this is wrong, I will not doubt my actions. So he's gonna take these actions even though it's a mistake. You know what I'm saying? So for example, me feeling as a viewer, I don't like killing innocent people, he will not doubt his actions because, well, I don't know why, but even if it's a mistake, so it's like he acknowledges it's a mistake, but he's not going to doubt his actions because it's the right thing to do is firmly believe in yourself. Obviously, if someone if someone stabs my mother, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, well, you didn't have another choice. So I'm still gonna have my opinions on right and wrong. And what's really important to me is like back in season 2, to me, Reiner was wrong, but at the very least, you can say that he was literally out of his mind. So in the real world, let's say you murder someone, if you can plead insanity, I think you get a lesser sentence. I'm not sure how that works, but maybe not with murder, but many crimes. If you can plead insanity and prove it, that is taken into account, and you are tried differently than someone who murdered with cold blood. So there's different degrees of murder, right? You have first degree, second degree, and in some places, third degree murder is also a possibility. So Reiner later realized, like, his mind kind of got torn in two, and I think when he got taken out of that situation, he was able to look at these torn pieces and see the whole, and then he kind of became more whole, but at the same time, that was like a heavy weight of responsibility and guilt. And from then on, what I really like and appreciate about his character and why his development is for me at the moment, I think the best in the show, is because he doesn't just acknowledge that what he did was wrong, he actually acts differently, he thinks differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's not enough to know what you're doing is wrong. You have to act accordingly. So right now, Eren is kind of where Reiner was in season 2, where, for me, this is from my perspective, where I don't like what he's doing, and it doesn't matter to me what the reason is, because in this moment, he's killing people that don't deserve to be killed, you know? Eren's mother was killed. Thousands of people were killed. So to me, in that moment, it doesn't matter if you're insane, you need to be stopped. And then afterwards, the growth, blah, 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 that makes a difference. Eren right now is in the position where he's doing things that I don't agree with. And obviously, if you agree with it, that's fine. It's just a fictional show, after all. But whether it's Reiner doing bad stuff or Eren doing bad stuff, because back in season 2, I was shouting, go Eren, fight Reiner. And now I'm being like, go Reiner, stop Eren. So you understand my point? Like, I'm not, how do I say this? The people from season 2 that were cheering me on for not agreeing with Reiner, or not sympathizing with him, are the same people now that are angry that I'm applying my same process or logic from there to here. They want me. I don't know. It's very difficult to talk to those people. But yeah, I don't know. This is just my theory, though, that the ending song is the ending song is from Eren's perspective, and if that's true, then what I think the ending spoils is, I'm more sure that the ending spoils that, because the rainbow flames, and then if you look very briefly, if you can just score on the right, pause on the right. Jesus. If you can just pause on the right moment. I don't know, it's just kind of like, you know how he wants to be a bird? Like, look here. This bird that he sings about. Where is it? It was there. Wait. Look there. See that rainbow colors? That's what he turns into at the end. He gets burned and floats away. Like, it's clear what that spoils. So I feel like if this is what people were worried about, me being spoiled on from the opening, consider the ending having spoiled me too. Because that is, at this point, my theory. And I'm like 90% sure that, because he turns into the bird. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But if it's something different, or if it's... My mods will tell me. Otherwise, I think I should just watch the opening. Because I don't like not having seen the opening. Is there a preview? I know people don't want me to watch the preview because they say that spoils too, but I've always been watched the previews and I want to watch the previews, so I'll watch the previews. The Beast and Founder. In pursuit of the two titans that hold the key to the whole situation, people keep on fighting. What lies beyond the path the brothers took. Two brothers, and that could refer to both Zeke and Aaron, and those two at the end there, Falco and his brother. But he's like I said, he's like a cockroach. You can't just kill him like that. You have to like sorry, that's a bit cruel, but cockroaches don't die easy. That's all I know about them. And they can fly, some of them. That is horrifying. So yeah, I will talk about the rest in the review part. And so that my mic can start editing this. Please make sure to listen to my review. Because a lot of people I've noticed try and make assumptions based on my facial expressions. And then they put words in my mouth. And I don't like that. So if you're gonna say things about me that I never said, or it's clear that you don't have to listen to my opinion, but then or to my review and my thoughts, but then please make it clear in the comment section that based on my reaction, or just comment on the episode itself, but don't talk like you know me if you've clearly not heard it, or you're not willing to listen to anything that I say. That's all I'm asking. If you would be so kind as to not put words in my mouth, I would really appreciate that. Okay, so I'll see you guys next week for the two brothers. Or, well, I'll see you in the review part if you want to watch that. Bye.